Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the S-51, the Tier 7 Soviet SPG located on the east border of Airfield.
Destroy my enemies, and the world will tremble before the Shredder.
Well, that was a colourful start. It's under the command of Unseen1Hades of the OLIMP clan, and he just got shot by a Pershing, who obviously is not going to get a high caliber now, because obviously that will disqualify you. That's one reason why you shouldn't fire back if you get fired on by your own teammates. Okay, well, Unseen1Hades sent this one in because there is an interesting part of the battle which I think you might enjoy. He's just learning to get the hang of the S-51, so occasionally he might make mistakes, but he is trying to correct them and get good. Okay, well, enemy tank comes into sight, so due to, but he couldn't get it lined up in time. But he is being followed by a renegade and another enemy tank after that, so he might still be able to get a shot. One of the problems with this Arty, otherwise known as a unicorn, because of course the big long barrel sticking out the front of the vehicle, is it's only got a very narrow arc of 8 degrees, 4 degrees either side of the center line. And every time you move the barrel to, or move the aim, you actually can move the vehicle. And in doing so, that makes the rescue bloom all over again, so you have to start from scratch. There is a way of coping with that, if you want to know. Part of the thing you should do is, if you've got the opportunity, get the improved aiming, well, not the improved aiming, but the improved rotation device, because that will actually decrease the amount of rescue bloom every time you move the vehicle. Also, you can improve the vehicle by making subtle alterations to decrease dispersion after moving, and that's by modifying the vehicle. And of course, the other thing you can do, which is only a minor thing, and that's actually to put the handbrake on when you are about to fire, because if you put the handbrake on, it does restrict your ability to turn the vehicle, but it also stops you from getting a rescue bloom. So long as the enemy target is within the arc of fire, you should be able to hit it. If it moves outside the arc, then obviously you won't be able to hit it, and that's when obviously you'll have to take the handbrake off to realign the vehicle, and then you can shoot.
That explosion rocked them.
Well, he did get a good shot there on the renegade, and he picked up 175 hit points. But unfortunately, we lost the tank. Yeah, we lost the Tiger P out of that. And our IS-6B is taking a bit of a hammering as well, but the renegade goes down. Now, over on this side of the battlefield, we've got the TL1 LPC. Now, that's an American medium, and that is actually, I can tell you without breaking anything or telling you anything beforehand, ruining the story, that is actually a very good player, that guy. Yes, he is significant in the game. Okay, at the moment, we can't see him. He's being very crafty to stay behind that rock, because he knows that while he's not spotted, nobody can actually get a shot on him. The thing is that, as it is at the moment, Unseen1Hades could fire a round in and try and land it near him, but he might have moved from that position already. Okay, he's having a look elsewhere. There's two Arty on our team, an M12 and an S-51. And I can tell you, the M12 driver is actually quite good. He is quite a decent player. He knows what he's doing. Unfortunately, the enemy are not cooperating, and they're certainly not in sight, and our teammates are not getting them in sight, which is making it difficult. We've got an ISU-152K. It's that premium tank destroyer that you may have seen in other battles. And that was a bit of a snapshot, but he's still got some damage on the AMX 1375 for 196. So that was a worthwhile snap, although I would say that most snaps don't work, because unfortunately the rescue doesn't get dialed in quickly enough, and therefore the shell will go to the extreme limits of the rescue, or can go to the extreme limits, which means you miss the target. He's also looking at the back of the map, trying to work out where the enemy Arty is, if he can see the tracer. But I don't think he's going to get a shot on that ISU-152 there. The ISU-152K, rather, I should say, with the BL-10. There's the 1375 trying to make a run for it. But we don't take a shot. And we just saw Tracer coming from the bushes at the back of the map. The bushes just behind the town. So it's that set of bushes, not the one down at the bottom or at the top. Another enemy tank was spotted, a TVP-VTU. He's behind the set of rocks at the back there. Oh, now there's the AMX 1375 came up again. He fires the round in. I think that was a bit premature there. I don't think he meant to fire then. I think he meant to try and catch the 1375 when he drove away, and instead he just hit the ground. Okay, he's lining up on another tank. A KV-4 this time is coming around the corner to try and get our T-29. So we're lining up. Rounds out. Good shot. Right in the face of the KV-4. It stunned him. Unfortunately, our T-29's taken a bit of a hammering. But they've lost the tank as well. And we lost the T-29. So we're still 5-all at the moment. Can you get a shot on the KV-4? Well, I don't know what happened to that shell, but it didn't appear to go anywhere. I don't know what happened to it. It certainly didn't hit the KV-4. Of course, the S-51 is actually good Arty in many senses because you get more shells than you do in the M12. The M12 will only give you 20 rounds, but the S-51 gives you a whole 30 to play with, which is much, much better and much more realistic. And that means you can keep firing virtually all game long and pump in lots of damage on the enemy tanks. Many's the time I've been able to use the S-51 to good effect to hold the enemy back because it's got such a quick reload as well. The standard reload by the book is 23.97 seconds. You can see here the reload is 19.63. And no, that wasn't Klaus, although Klaus Kellerman is now featuring a lot more Arty games than he did in the past. And well, that's very welcome because, of course, we support anyone who actually does put Arty games on. Well, he did get around into the side of the KV-4, but our Super Hellcat is very low on hit points now. And he's just taken another hit. Well, KV-4 just went down though, and it was the T-34-3. Now, there's that TL-1 LPC, and he's gone up to the north end of the map, and he's actually attacking on one of our tank destroyers. It went long there. That was a bit of a snap, and our SU-152 is in a bit of trouble now. And remember, that TL-1 LPC is actually quite a good player. It is a premium American medium. And the SU-152 is fairly weak at the front. And unfortunately he dies, but we do put a round in there. And got 128 hit points off him on that occasion. He's fairly beaten up on the front. But now we need to pull back because he does know where we are. And he's coming this direction. And he's not the only one. The M12 needs to pull back as well. And the T-103 needs to get ready for an ambush. He does have enough hit points to do it. The M12's cutting straight across the center of the cap area. Now, it is possible to back up slowly, keeping your gun towards the target. He's found the TL-1 LPC, fires around it, goes right over the top of him, misses altogether. It's sometimes better, though, just to turn around and motor forward, because, of course, you can go much faster forward than you can in rear. This Arty will do 30 kilometers an hour forward, only 8 in reverse. So if you are trying to back away from the enemy, it takes its while. Okay. Trying to dial it in. He fires in, and again, because it wasn't fully dialed in, and he fired a bit snap, the shell missed the target altogether and went to one side. Again, it's much better to let it dial in before you shoot. Now he's almost ready to get another shot in. Line it up. And unfortunately, the shell falls short this time. Again, it was a bit of a snap, and we just lost the T103. But we were spotted, and now the TL1 LPC knows we're here, and it looks like he's coming after us. Okay, this is going to make life very interesting. We're ready for a shotgun. That's a good shotgun. He goes in for the ram, takes a hit, and the M12 delivers his colostomy. Oh, it's not his colostomy, but his prostate exam. And that's the end of his game. And that was their best player. So well done to the M12. You served him up like a trussed chicken. Okay, that means there's... Oh, they've killed the last one. So that's the end of the game. I thought that some of you might actually like that ending to the game. Unseen1Hades also thought you might find it funny from the fact that he got 2 shotguns. Well, he got a shotgun and he got a ram out of it, because that TL1 LPC obviously didn't realize the S-51 is basically a heavy tank, and he went in for the ram and he suffered more damage than Unseen1Hades really did. But it was the M12 shooting around right up his rear that really put the end to him. So their best player was taken down by 2 Artys, and it was a good battle. It was a second-class tanker to Unseen1Hades of OLIMP in the S-51. He got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 7. And his win rate from the game was 1,545, which is good, but he's still learning, so it will get better. If we look at team score, we can see the highest damage in the game actually went to, yes, that TL1 LPC. 2,872 hit points of damage by that guy. Second highest damage was the TS5 on our team, 2,822. And the third highest damage, well, that went to the enemy team with their... was it? No, it wasn't the enemy team. The third highest was the T103 on our team with 2,429. So he wasn't a bit of a novice, even though he got taken down by the TL1. He was a good player, but unfortunately on this occasion, he just got beaten on the jump. When it came to Unseen1Hades, he got 1,398. He beat all but 5 on the enemy team and 5 on his own team, which means he's in 11th place when it comes to damage. When it came to kills, though, it was 5 kills to the TL1 LPC. 3 kills went to the TS5 and Pershing on his own team. And on the other ones, the SU-152 got 2, the Super Hellcat got 2, T-34-3 got 2, and nobody on the enemy team got 2 kills. I'm afraid Unseen1Hades didn't get a kill in the game, but he did get some fun. And when it came to base XP, he's in 2nd place because the TS5 managed 1,049, and Unseen1Hades got 892 thanks to all the stun, and 807 went to the Pershing. He fired 16 rounds in the game, got 3 direct hits on the enemy, and no penetrations, but he did get 9 splashes. 1,398 hit points, of which 707 were up more than 300 meters. Damaged 5 of the enemy, didn't get any kills, but he got 1,326 hit points of stun assist off 9 stuns, and that means his combined damage was over, 2,700, so not bad. And on a free-to-play account, he made a profit of 23,476 credits and 1,784 experience points as well. So it was a decent battle. I think he learned some things there. You really do need to let it dial in before you shoot, because otherwise the shell doesn't hit the target. He fired at least 3 shots at the TL1 LPC, didn't go near him, and they missed. And I'm pretty sure that if he had actually got a hit on that TL1 LPC as he was attacking the T103, he might have stopped him in his tracks and given the T103 a chance to get a shot in and finish him off. But unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. But it was a good game all the same, and I'm sure that Unseen1Hades is getting better, and he will produce much better results in the future. Hope you enjoyed that shotgun right at the end. If you did, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.